As early as 1837, Urbain Le Verrier, an astronomer at the Polytechnic School of Paris, observed strange perturbations in the orbit of Mercury. What made Mercury defy Newtonian physics? Was it an unseen asteroid belt? Was it the aberration due to stellar corpuscles ejected from the Sun? Only after Le Verrier gave the world the gift of Neptune did he have the temerity to hypothesize a planet in an inferior orbit to that of Mercury. With even greater boldness, he named it Vulcan. Hephaestus, a grotesque in the eyes of the Greeks. The son of the mightiest Olympians, Zeus and Hera, he was nevertheless born lame. When Hera examines her newborn god, she is horrified by his deformity and hurls him from Mount Olympus into the ocean below, where he was mercifully retrieved and raised by Thetis and her sisters on the island of Lemnos. There, with the nymph Cabiro, a daughter of Proteus, he fathered a cult tribe devoted to him. After his brutal exile, Hephaestus returns to Olympus to take his place among the gods. Despite his lamentable condition and appearance, he takes to wife the beauty Aphrodite, who is relentlessly unfaithful to him with both gods and mortals. Regardless of his mother's disdain and wife's infidelity, he remains sensitive and humane, a divine artisan and god of creative fire. With the aid of 3 Cyclopes, he fashions objects of extraordinary beauty and utility. The bow and arrows of Eros, Athena's spear, the armor of Achilles, the chariot of the sun god Helios, the aegis and thunderbolts of Zeus. And his greatest achievement, out of pure gold, he created young female attendants who moved with beauty and spoke with intelligence. Ouch, take that, Aphrodite. Hephaestus was a champion of progress and civilization, devoted to craftsmanship with a deep and unshakable moral conviction. But Vulcanus, although almost exactly syncretized with the Greek Hephaestus, is one of Rome's most ancient gods, maintaining a dubious continuity from the more ancient Cretan god Vulcanos. He is the son of Jupiter and Juno, only this time, in response to some misdeed, it is Jupiter who casts him down from the heavens. It requires a full day for young Vulcanus to impact the earth below, rendering him lame and deformed. He marries his sister Venus, who, as you may have guessed, is quite the minx. Blackened and hardened by his forge beneath Mount Etna, Vulcanus manufactures Pluto's helmet of invisibility, Neptune's trident, and a brass dog for Jupiter. Isn't that nice? Unlike his counterpart Hephaestus, Vulcanus is also the god of destructive fire, and for protection his temples were placed outside of the cities. During the Mediterranean drought season, the Romans placated the fiery god on August 23rd, the Vulcanalia, by sacrificing living fish, in substitute of human sacrifice, in fires along the river Tiber. In response to the Great Fire of Rome of AD 64, which many interpreted as a message from Vulcanus, Emperor Domitian built a new altar to the god in an effort to avert future calamity by fire. In the year 1840, François Arago, director of the Paris Observatory, instructs Urbain Le Verrier of the École Polytechnique Paris to construct a model based on Newton's laws of motion and gravitation, beginning with Mercury's orbit around the Sun. 1843, Le Verrier's predictions failed to match the observations of Mercury's transit across the Sun. 1859, 14 transits and a series of meridian observations later, Le Verrier publishes a more thorough study of Mercury's motion. It too failed to match observations by an irksome 43 arc-seconds per century. By now, a famous planet finder, Le Verrier has enough confidence to predict a planet. Vulcan fever was on. From 1859 to 1878, sightings and refutations are reported by many astronomers, from amateurs to the renowned. As our knowledge of the solar system grew, the mystery of Mercury's defiance of celestial mechanics remained. Until the year 1915, when Einstein's theory of general relativity is presented at the Prussian Academy of Sciences. Space and time are linked, he suggested, and its fabric affected upon by a mass, in the form of a curvature, which in turn dictates the motion of the mass. The very first attempt to validate his theory was to explain the celestial mechanics of Mercury while doing away with any recourse to the hypothetical planet Vulcan. He suspected the Sun's enormous gravitational field was responsible for the perturbations of Mercury. And he was right. His predictions matched the observations with no exclusion of a single arc second. Mercury's mere proximity to the Sun invoked relativity, while the rest of the solar system basked in the Arcadia of Newtonian physics. Einstein destroyed the notion of Vulcan and its provincial interests. In its place, he gave us a vast universe to ponder.